Hi, Daryl Spector here, and if you are looking to get an SEO audit to make your site rank better so that you can sell more of the products or services that you offer, or you're looking to capture more leads, you are in the right place. I do audits like I'm going to show you in just a minute almost every single day. And some of these audits are for clients who have hired us for search engine optimization, and others are for people who just would like a blueprint or a roadmap on what they can or what they should do to their site in order to try and make it rank better, and they want to do the work themselves. Now, I guarantee you that this is going to be the most extensive, complete audit and blueprint that you are going to find anywhere. And the thing about it is, if you don't have an audit that is this detailed, it's going to be like trying to put together a puzzle with a whole bunch of the pieces missing. It's never going to all come together with just one piece that's not there. And if you don't agree that this audit is the most comprehensive that you've seen and that it isn't worth at least 5 times what you invested to get it, we will give you a 100% refund, no questions asked, get all of your money back. So what does this audit and blueprint entail? Before I get to that, which I will in just a second, who am I and why should you listen to me, right? I'm the founder of the Spector Group Digital Marketing Agency. I'm also the founder of a company called More Eye Exams, and that is a digital marketing agency that specializes in dealing specifically with the eye care industry. I am the author of a book, and I have been providing SEO and other digital media services since 2007. However, more important than all of that stuff is the fact that I have worked with hundreds of different businesses over the years, and I have been able to test things and see what works and see what doesn't work, and I have access to all of that data that I can share with you and that you can take advantage of, and that's really what this blueprint and this audit is based on. My agency manages over 133 websites, as you can see right here, for over 500 ranking terms. Here you can see just a little bit about what our rankings are doing, how many went up in the last 24 hours, last week, last month, and so on. And of course, ones that went down, which is pretty normal for the different stages that a site may be at when they are being search engine optimized. And over here, just a little snapshot of the different rankings that we have: number 1, top 3, top 10, top 20, and top 100. Obviously, they vary by what stages the sites are at within our process, whether someone just came on or they have been with us for a while. This is an example of a website that we took from number 45 in Google to number 1, doing nothing more than following the exact blueprint that I am going to show you here that comes with the website audit. So we just made sure that we did all of the things correctly that are mentioned in this audit. We fixed those things on the site. We edited things on the site. We optimized things on the site. And this is a result of doing nothing more than following the audit and blueprint that I'm about to show you here in just a minute. So again, what does the audit and the blueprint entail? Well, basically, it includes everything, and I mean everything, that you need to know how to do to make your site rank better, to get more qualified traffic, and convert more visitors into paying customers, clients, or patients, or leads if that is your objective. And you get all of these things that you see here on the screen: on-page, off-page, technical analysis, competition analysis, link analysis, page analysis, keyword analysis, media analysis, a user experience analysis, content analysis, a WordPress analysis if that's applicable and your site is in WordPress, and then of course there are other miscellaneous analysis that we do for other components that just may not fit into one of these particular categories. Now, this audit is based on more than 70 different components of your site. You get a step-by-step list of things that need to be fixed or optimized. The audit includes notes, explanations, screenshots, and video in most cases. And then we give you a top 10 recommended fixes or optimizations to start with based on the importance of what it is. So where to start to get the most bang for your buck, so to speak, to see the greatest improvements the quickest. Everything I share with you is based on industry best practices. It avoids any type of penalties to your site and future Google algorithm updates, and it's also designed to receive the maximum SEO benefit for your website. So here's what the actual audit and blueprint looks like. Obviously, it starts with some basic information about you and your company at the top here, and then we do some very basic stuff, right? We make sure that you have the Search Console installed, Webmaster is set up properly, Analytics is set up, check to see is the site being backed up, how much traffic is currently coming to your site, what's the value of that traffic, social shares your site may be getting as well. And so that's sort of some of the basic things that we do. Then we do a technical analysis, right? Make sure the site's properly indexed, uncover any errors throughout the entire site. We review your URL structure we review your URL structure for best practices and maximum SEO benefit. We do that same thing for your title tags, your meta descriptions, your H1 and H2 tags. We make sure that your XML sitemap's installed properly, functioning right. Same thing with your robots.txt file. Check and see is schema being used and is it installed properly. Do you have a privacy policy, which, believe it or not, makes a big difference? And then how does your citations, meaning your name, address, and phone, how are those showing up across the web? So we do a review of that as well. Under the competition and link analysis, this is really, really powerful. What we do here is we compare your site to 3 of your top competitors, and then we reveal how you stack up against them and that's going to show you what it's going to take to compete or outrank them. You're going to get all the major metrics that you're going to need to give yourself a really big picture here. Things like domain authority, trust flow, citation flow, age of domain, word count, pages indexed on the site, site speed, number of links, referring domains, referring IPs, and some of this stuff may be foreign to you, and if it is, that's fine, because we'll explain what everything means when we complete the audit. But you'll get a detailed explanation of all of that, and it will all hopefully make sense to you. So you're going to get that under the competition and link analysis, as well as a list of all the sites that are currently linking to your site, a list of all the anchor text linking to your site, and then we do a link-weighted average review as well for you, which is very, very important. Then we go over and we do a complete page analysis for each page of your site, and we check for things that we absolutely know are critical to making your site rank. And those are things like, are your pages linked out to other appropriate sites in the right place, in the right amount, using the right text, and so forth? Are there any broken links on the page? Are your links properly coded for maximum SEO benefit? We review your internal linking structure for things like anchor text and layout. Do you have your Google My Business map embedded? We do a term frequency and inverse document frequency of your site compared to competitors. We review keyword proximity review. We also look at keyword and other variations on your site, and are they at the best practices level? And again, we do the same thing page by page with your URL, title, H tags, metastructure, and also make sure your embedded media ratios are correct. Okay. Then we jump into an actual keyword analysis. What keywords are your site currently ranking for? What do you want to be found for? What other keywords may exist that you may not even be aware of that would be profitable for you? How do you validate the keywords that you are interested in to make sure there's actually volume for it? And that goes well beyond using a keyword planner or keyword volume finder. We do an impression optimization review. And then we look at current rankings of your preferred keywords. From that, we go over and we do a photo and media analysis. Check whether or not your images have been batch purified. Are they geotagged? Are they compressed properly? Do they have the proper title and alt text ratios to them? And then we jump into user experience. What is your page speed optimization for both desktop and mobile? What's your mobile efficiency test? What's your bounce rate? Time on site review. What % of goal completions are happening for your site? And is your site showing in the top 10 for branded searches? Then we do a content analysis. We review all the content on your site for uniqueness, both on the site and off of the site, so that you don't have any duplicate content issues. We do an additional content ideas type of review. So if you need additional content for your site and we see that that may be part of the problem in it ranking, then this is going to give you some profitable keywords to build content around. We do a thin content check. We validate we show you how to validate the keyword ideas that you may be interested in. And then we check to see if your site has topical relevance that has been established appropriately for whatever the ranking page is that you're interested in ranking and optimizing for. And then we do some things specific to WordPress. If your site is in WordPress, then these are things that we do. If it's not, then these obviously wouldn't be applicable. But if it is, we review to make sure that certain pages are set to no follow, no index to avoid certain site-wide problems with WordPress. We make sure your permalinks are set for maximum SEO benefit. Again, we check to see is the site being backed up. We review your plugins to determine if they're up to date and if all the beneficial SEO type plugins are installed. Are your tags and categories set properly? And then we do some things for reviewing the footer links. Now again, I guarantee you this is going to be the most comprehensive SEO audit and blueprint that you're going to find out there. And if you're interested in getting one of these completed for your site, what you need to do is you need to go down below this video, click on the Schedule an Audit button, and then once you do that and you schedule your appointment or your meeting, what's going to happen is an invoice will be mailed to you, and then you'll need to pay that invoice prior to our meeting. And if for some reason the payment isn't received prior to the meeting, then we'll have to reschedule that meeting. Now, I want to thank you for your time and your interest in our site audit. I will guarantee you that if you follow this audit and the blueprint that we will provide you, that you will have your site optimized to outrank most of the competition that is out there. Okay, so go ahead and click the Schedule an Audit button now, and I look forward to meeting you.